The Skeleton King, guys, is the best champion inside of Clash Royale right now. There's 23 people using the Skeleton King inside of the top 200 in a variety of different decks, whether it's bait decks, mortar decks, miner decks, Royal Giant decks, and Royal Giant is what I'm going to be playing in today's video with the Skeleton King, even Elixir Golem, for goodness sake. Who would have thought? Balloon decks, and more. And just to prove to you guys how good the Skeleton King is in this meta, I'm going to show you guys these stats compared to the Mighty Miner, which for a very long time was the best champion in the game, especially last month. Only 11 people using the Mighty Miner compared to 23 with the Skeleton King. And then if we check the Boss Bandit as well, a champion that really annoys a lot of people, only 11 people using the Boss Bandit inside of the top 200. It's really interesting, guys, how the last couple metas, the meta has just shifted so much for the best champion inside of the game, because a couple seasons ago, guys, the Boss Bandit was the best champion in the game. I'm sure you guys remember how obnoxious she was, especially inside of bridge spam decks, but just in a lot of different things. She comboed really well in, and she was so annoying. And then last season, guys, it was the Mighty Miner, because the Chef Tower was, of course, so broken, which, promoted a beatdown meta. A lot of people were running things like Goblin Giant, for example, or Golem, which the Mighty Miner is just going to be so good against, especially inside a Hog. But in this meta, guys, with the Evolution Skeleton Army, it's the reason why the Skeleton King is so good, on top of the fact that I just think a lot of things in the meta that the Skeleton King is going to do. Okay, we got to watch out here. We got to go in for a fireball on top of everything, and yeah, that could have been a lot worse. I was pretty scared, but okay, we ended up defending fine. So 3 Musketeers. But yeah, there's a lot of things in this meta that I feel like the Skeleton King is just very solid against. And then the combination it has as well, of course, with things like the Royal Giant, is just something that's definitely very noticeable for sure. And then with the combination of the Skarmy as well. So we could just split the Zappies here, but it's just crazy how it's like there's just a new good champion every single month. It makes me wonder if, like, next month the next best champion is going to be the Monk, for example. Or maybe it's going to be the Archer Queen. I guess we'll never know for sure. But we can go Royal Giant here because he decided to pump up. And we have the Fisherman available if he decides to, play something. And he's actually going to have a minion horde. Wow, I was not expecting that. We're going to try to get a Mother Witch down, and we'll see kind of what happens here. I don't know if he's going to have a spell for the Mother Witch, or he'll just have to maybe play something to counter this, but he's not going to have to do much because the minion horde kind of helped out on the back end, which was actually really interesting. I was kind of expecting to get more of a counter push off of that, but unfortunately that was not the case. Bandit's coming in here, but I guess we could just go Skarmy. And then what we could actually do, you know what, let's go Skeleton King. I was thinking of just going Fireball, but I think Skeleton King is a better option because we're filling up the bar from, the Skeleton Army. But maybe looking back at that Fireball would have been better, especially because the Barbarians ended up just doing way more damage than I anticipated. We're going to go in for a Fireball here on top of the 2 Musketeers. And then we could get a Mother Witch going in this lane, because I have a feeling he's going to want to go in. And we'll have a Fisherman going here. He's going to go in very aggressively. We go like this and then try to get the Skarmy going. I don't know if he... Okay, nice. He zapped, but look at that, guys. The General's still alive. So how is he going to kill this? Wait, guys, the General... we can pop the ability here and RG other lane. I don't know if he's going to be able to deal with this, guys. The General's still alive. He just goes in for a minion horde. What does he have for the RG? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! How is that not dying? What the heck? Oh my gosh. All he can do is laugh. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, the Evo Skeleton Army, it's crazy because when that card first came out, there were people just all over the place saying that, oh, the Evolution Skeleton Army is so bad. There were some people saying, I remember, that it was the worst evolution in the game, and I was like, okay, hold on for a second. What are people talking about? Like, how could it be the worst evolution in the game? And it's like that game really displays why it's just far from being the worst in the game. I mean, come on. I would say it's an above average evolution without a doubt. And then when you're using it in the right deck where you have a tank like the Royal Giant and the Skeleton King, it's like, at that point, it's just well above average. And it almost even sometimes seems like the best Evo in the game. Not as good as the Evo Ghost, but I wouldn't even be surprised if it's a top 5 evolution. So anyway, we're probably against Icebow here because this is Hunter. If you guys didn't know, he's on his Hubert account. I don't even know where the Hubert came from. It could just be a nickname for all I know. We'll go Skarmy here and see how this goes. The thing about this match is, well, his defense is actually going to be pretty good against the RG, and I don't know, getting through is going to be interesting, so I don't know how this match is going to go. It's going to be kind of really interesting to see, because I don't play against Icebow a whole awful lot. It's really not played by anyone except Hunter, so it's kind of hard to know what the matchup is the vast majority of the time. So we're kind of just going to figure it out as it goes on, I suppose. He does go NATO, so that's actually really good. We forced that out of him. And the Fisherman, ooh, I was going to say is going to connect, but unfortunately, well, he did get a Knight down. So I guess we'll go Mother Witch here, and maybe Skarmy. I don't, he has Log, but I guess that's still pretty decent because now we're getting the Evolution. And the Evolution Skarmy could be really good in this matchup. I don't know for sure if it's going to be good or not, but it might be. It's the type of thing where we're probably just going to have to see as the match progresses. We do get a pig spawning, but he does go in for a Tesla, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is a match where he tries to get the rocket cycle going. Yeah, he just goes in for a defensive X-Bow, which is pretty interesting. I don't really know how we're going to get through. He is going to cycle. I guess we'll just go Fisherman here, and that should be fine. He's not going to start the rocket cycle yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does it soon. Let's just go Mother Witch here, and then maybe, ooh, he does, okay, that kind of was a bit interesting. The Zappies do make quick work of that Tesla. Maybe the Tesla wasn't amazing there, I don't know, but this match is, because we don't have Log, I feel like I'm really scared of the rocket cycle. We could actually go in for an RG here. It could be decent, and we'll just pop the Skeleton King ability to try to get something going. And okay, yeah, he does go Bar Barrel here. And is this Fisherman? No, it's not going to stay alive, which is quite unfortunate. This RG does get a connection, though. That's actually a really big time connection. I don't think y'all realize how big of a connection that is, that RG getting a shot there. And I think maybe we'll go Skarmy this lane to try to get, and maybe we'll go for an RG here. This could be decent. And then I really want to get rid of that Tesla. Okay, not bad. The General's still alive. He is going to go in for a Tesla. That Fireball probably wasn't the best. And actually, he could Rocket Cycle, which I'm pretty fearful of. I'm going to be honest. The Rocket Cycle is pretty brutal. Maybe we want to try to get a push going in here. I know he did just go in for a defensive Expo, but trying to get something out of this. Does he just go in? Yeah, he just NATOs, so he's probably gonna, I would say, Rocket Cycle soon. We actually kind of have to Fireball here, which is a bit, I think we kind of had to. I don't know for sure. We've got to try to get an RG going, though. Maybe we play it here. And, yep, there's the first rocket. Ooh. I'm afraid of the rocket cycle, but it really does feel like it's kind of inevitable sometimes. We'll try to get a push going other lane, though. See if we can make something happen. Maybe force a rocket defensively out of him. Going for this here. He does go in for a defensive rocket. If we could somehow... Oh my gosh! How did that RG get a connection? I don't know how that RG got a shot. Okay. I don't know how that RG got a connection. I feel like we kind of... wow. We got a little lucky there with that RG shot. I'll take it. You know, you love to see it. RG clutching up for us big time. Well, I'd say we'll press that good old play again button and go for one more game and see if we could go 3 for 3 this video. That would be really, really nice. I actually think if we win this one and go 3 for 3 this video, we might actually almost be top 200, because I started recording this already in the top 350, so 3 games probably moves you up quite a lot. Skarmy here, other lane, is probably fine. It's gonna... Okay, forces a NATO out of him. I have no clue what deck has Ghost and NATO in it. I can't think of a single deck, so I don't know what this is. It could be like Golem or something, or potentially E-Giant. I genuinely don't know what this is. I'm going to RG here. It seems really weird, but we have 2 Zappies alive, no NATO and Cycle by him. And he's going to go in for a Prince and Zappies. So, does the Fireball hit the Bar Barrel? Oh, wow, yeah, really good Fireball. Okay, I still don't know what this guy's running over here. We could go Bar Barrel, I guess, and then Scar Me, and that is going to defend really well, and then also force a response out of him, too. So, this match already off to a very, very good start, if you ask me. And I guess we could probably... I don't even know what the best counter to this Golden Knight is. I'm just going to go Skeleton King, but I don't know if that was the best counter or if Fisherman would have been better. I guess Skeleton King is better because the Fisherman, I think he could just ignore. It wouldn't force a response out of him, but the Skeleton King forces the E-Drag out of him, which I think is really nice. So we'll go for a Mother Witch here and see what he wants to do. The E-Drag is going to be really obnoxious. We don't particularly have a great response for that, but we could actually do his RG here, and then depending on what he does, yeah, nice. We're just going to go Zappies immediately, because that's going to really help DPS down the Prince and stun it as well. And yeah, the RG gets a shot. Ooh, that Evo Ghost is going to go kind of crazy. I'm going to be real. Could actually be worse, but yeah, that kind of went crazy. Skeleton King is also, I feel like, a decent counter to the Ghost because it kind of splashes, as you can see. It's like decent. I don't want to say that's like incredible, but it's definitely not bad. Okay, he's going to go... Maybe we go RG other lane here and kind of just see what he wants to do. He does... Okay, that's not bad, I guess. Got to watch out here, though. That Golden Knight was kind of going to town. Holy moly. I'm most scared of the Evo E-Drag. When he cycles the Evo E-Drag, it's going to be a really big problem. That much I can tell you. I'm afraid of him doing that. But he also needs to get a Golem down. I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know why... I don't know why he's not getting a Golem down. He's kind of taking his sweet time, that's for sure. Ooh, that was really bad timing to go in there. But I will say, we can get a Fireball to kill the E-Drag, and that RG is going to get a tremendous amount of damage because he didn't have his Tornado and Cycle. One more connection from the RG should get us the win. RG Evolution going absolutely nuts, guys. And with that 3-game win streak, let's see where we're ranked. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. You can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And then we'll check our rank, and that'll be a wrap. Almost top 200, really good stuff. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.